What if I told you that deep within the human story, there's a chapter we're only just beginning to read? A story about one of our most mysterious ancient cousins, the Denisovans. For years, they were ghosts in our family tree, known only from a tiny fragment of a pinky bone found in a Siberian cave. But here's the thing: that ghost isn't gone. It's hiding in plain sight, woven right into the DNA of people alive today. And one group in the Philippines carries more of this ancient DNA than anyone else on Earth, and it might just be the reason their ancestors survived when others didn't. So why do some people have what you could call superhuman DNA? And what secrets does it hold about who we really are? Let's get into it. Ever wondered where you really come from? Not the stories, but the science? Here we decode real DNA, uncover lost ancestries, and bring ancient genomes to life. If that excites you, hit subscribe, and let's travel back in time. Our story begins not in a lab, but in the frozen silence of Denisova Cave in Siberia. For decades, archaeologists uncovered the usual Neanderthal bones, ancient tools, the normal echoes of our Ice Age cousins. But in 2008, they found something strange: a small piece of a finger bone. When geneticist Svante Pääbo sequenced it, the results stunned the world. It wasn't Neanderthal, it wasn't human, it was something completely new, a lost species of ancient human, now called Denisovans. Think about that. We discovered an entirely new branch of humanity, not from a skull or skeleton, but from a tiny piece of DNA. A ghost species proven to exist by its genetic code alone. Once scientists had the Denisovan genome, they started scanning modern populations to see where it might still exist. And what they found changed human history. While everyone outside Africa carries a bit of Neanderthal DNA, Denisovan DNA was different. It appeared in very specific places. People from Papua New Guinea and Aboriginal Australia had the highest levels, up to 6%. This meant our ancestors didn't just meet Denisovans, they lived with them, had families with them, and passed their genes on. It painted a far more complex picture of human evolution, not a straight line, but a web of connection. We didn't replace the other humans we met, we absorbed them. But the biggest shock came in 2021. A new study revealed that the world record for Denisovan DNA wasn't in Papua New Guinea, it was in the Philippines. Researchers from Uppsala University analyzed over 100 ethnic groups across the islands, and one group stood out: the Ayta Magbukon, one of the Philippines' oldest indigenous peoples. Their DNA contained nearly 5% Denisovan ancestry, the highest ever found. That means when their ancestors first arrived in the Philippines tens of thousands of years ago, they met Denisovans already living there and interbred with them. And because the Ayta Magbukon lived in relative isolation for millennia, that ancient DNA stayed intact like a genetic time capsule from another world. So what does it mean to carry Denisovan DNA? Is it just a relic or something more? Turns out some of these genes are life-changing. In Tibet, scientists discovered that a Denisovan gene called EPAS1 helps people thrive in thin, oxygen-poor air at high altitudes. Without it, life above 14,000 feet would be nearly impossible. In other words, the Denisovans gifted humans a survival upgrade. Other Denisovan genes strengthen immune systems, perfect for surviving in harsh, tropical environments. For the Ayta Magbukon, these ancient genes may have protected their ancestors from deadly local diseases. This isn't just ancestry, it's biological inheritance, a genetic superpower from a lost world. Here's the crazy part. We found only a handful of Denisovan bones, a few teeth, a jaw, that one finger. Yet their genetic fingerprints cover half the planet. How could a species so widespread leave so few fossils? Some scientists now believe there were multiple Denisovan populations, mountain dwellers, islanders, even jungle hunters, each blending with humans in different parts of Asia. We may never know exactly what they look like, but we know their story didn't end. It lives in us. We are the children of many worlds, hybrids of survival, connection, and evolution. The Denisovans vanished 50,000 years ago, but their legacy still beats inside our veins. If you find this as mind-blowing as I do, subscribe for more stories where science meets deep time. Because the next lost human species we discover might not be hiding in a cave, but in your own DNA.